I clicked one ad, and I can imagine it was from a guy, you know, Robert Kiyosaki. I'm a huge follower of Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, and Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he partnered up with Anik Singhal. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah. He has like the learning center.
Learn, exactly.
Yeah.
And you know, this was actually the first course I bought, and what I, you know, to get my feet wet in this digital, you know, online marketing space. And it was not my thing to be what he taught there, so I invested in the next course, and finally I invested 7 grand. And I did not do anything with the knowledge yet. And then boom, I got kicked out. I got fired off my job.
No way.
I got fired out of my job on the 15th of March 2018.
So you had the printer job, which is like newspaper, right?
No, afterwards, you know, I was in the consulting for printers, and afterwards I was a head of sales for, you know, electromobility.
Got it,
and
yep.
From this job, I got kicked out on the 15th of March 2018.
Yeah.
But I was lucky. Because for the first time, I said to myself, not instead of, you know, saying, oh fuck, I don't have a job anymore, I said, yes, this is my chance now. Because I gained this knowledge a couple of months before.
Wow.
To help local businesses, and this was one of the last courses I bought at this time, to help local businesses, if it's a gym, cosmetic studio, car dealer, real estate agent, even a lawyer, tax advisor, you name it, to run campaigns, advertisement campaigns on social media, on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com. Coming back to you with another video. I'm here with my good friend Philip from Germany. Say what's up to everybody.
Hello. Thanks for having me here on your YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm from Germany.
Appreciate you, man. Philip and I, if you're wondering how the heck did we connect, we actually met at the
Date with Destiny seminar of Tony Robbins.
Exactly. So Philip's a really incredible guy. Philip does quite a few different things. Number one, he runs a social media marketing agency. And maybe you can explain to people real quick in like 30 seconds what exactly that even is.
A social media marketing agency is, you know, we literally help local businesses, if it's a gym, a cosmetic studio, a car dealer, a real estate agent, you name it, we help them to run ads on social media, meaning Facebook and Instagram, to generate them new customers. This is what we do. Yeah, this is a social media marketing agency.
Awesome. So he runs a social media marketing agency, and also number two, he actually he has a course that teaches all about it. But don't worry, it's in German, so you guys aren't going to be able to buy it unless you speak German. But he's having a ton of success selling his course and teaching people in Germany as well. But in this video, I want to share with you guys how you can make anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month with a social media marketing agency. So we're going to talk about Philip's story, how he got started, how he's taught over like 100 people now?
In my course?
Yeah.
Over 160, 170.
Over 170, and we're going to give you guys some really good tips and beginner to intermediate to advanced advice for how to get started, biggest mistakes to avoid, kind of how you get into the business, because there's a lot of people who are crushing it now with social media marketing, and this is 2020. Businesses are no longer putting their money on billboards and TV commercials. You can't track it. You can't tell if a conversion is happening. People like Philip and a lot of your students, and if you guys have seen online, even Ty Lopez has been freaking promoting social media marketing and stuff, but it actually works, and it's a real challenge that you're creating a solution for a lot of local businesses. So let's kind of get into the beginning, like, what's your story? How did you first start your business? How much money did you make? What results did you get? And then we'll kind of dive into some advice.
Yeah. I hope you have a little bit of time, because you know, my story is quite a little, but I think it's important for your video watchers to understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm coming from the printing industry, because you just mentioned, you know, billboards and this is all the Stone Age, and I know it better than anybody else because I made an apprentice as a printer. You know, I learned it by heart to put paper in the machine, put color in the machine, you know, and get printing paper. I was working for the biggest newspaper printers in Europe, you know, and I was working for many printers, and I did a bachelor. I have a bachelor degree in printing, and now I afterwards I got a master's degree in business engineering. And my first job after my master's was to be a consultant in a printers, a consulting for printing in the printing industry, and consult printers how to, to make the turnaround, how to achieve to get back from the red, from the red ocean back to the black counts, to the black numbers. And I figured, it's really hard to advise and consult these local businesses, the printers, because it's dead. It's a dead horse, meaning, all what can get digital or can get into the online area will get digital. And therefore I realized this horse is dead. I'm not able to help them anymore to, make the turnaround. And then I said, okay, I have to find something where I can help the local companies again in a better way. And I realized, okay, everything is going to the internet. So find something which, is the future. This is the past. This is the Stone Age. Newspaper, flyers, billboards,
radio,
TV, you name it. This is the Stone Age. And the future is where all the eyes and the watchers are going
Russell Brunson talks about this.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah, he talks about like radio is like podcasting now, like TV is now like Instagram. He's like newspapers are like Facebook.
Yeah. I think TV is YouTube, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, TV's YouTube.
Yeah.
But he like parallels both of them, and it's like what you're saying, the old Stone Age to now the new.
Exactly. And then after I was working for a printer as a consultant for the printing industry, I was in international sales. I sold electromobility to all over the world, to the States, to Australia. So it was good in sales, but I always wanted to be independent. I always wanted to have my own business. And I failed a lot in the past. I had so many business models and ideas in the past which I struggled and failed. But for example, I did fair fashion imported from Africa and sold it in the German-speaking countries. This was failed.
Oh wow.
Number two, I had Christmas stands, to sell my products on
way.
Christmas markets. Yeah, I failed. But I never gave up. And then I realized, okay, I want to do something which is the future, which is online,
Right. Something that's trending, that's moving forward, that's going to be here in 5, 10, 20 years.
100%. And then I said, okay, I'm trained to help local businesses, as a consultant, and I consulted printers. And then I said, okay, I have to go to the future. And then I gained some knowledge. I saw all of you guys saw these ads on Facebook, Instagram.
And this is 2018, right?
This was 2017, actually.
2017, okay.
2017, I saw the first ads, and people in the ads, advising, you should click, and this is the future. And I was always suspicious and curious.
I saw them too, but I never took action. I thought it was a scam.
Exactly, me too. But finally, I clicked one ad, and I can imagine it was from a guy, Robert Kiyosaki. I'm a huge follower of Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, and Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And he partnered up with Anik Singhal. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah. He has like the learning center.
Learn, exactly.
Yeah.
And this was actually the first course I bought, and what to get my feet wet in this digital, online marketing space. And it was not my thing to be what he taught there. So I invested in the next course, and finally I invested $7,000. And I did not do anything with the knowledge yet. And then boom, I got kicked out. I got fired off my job.
No way.
I got fired out of my job on the 15th of March 2018.
So you had the printer job, which is like newspaper, right?
No, afterwards, I was in the consulting for printers, and afterwards I was a head of sales for, electromobility.
Got it,
and from this job, I got kicked out on the 15th of March 2018.
Yeah.
But I was lucky. Because for the first time, I said to myself, not instead of, saying, oh, fuck, I don't have a job anymore. I said, yes, this is my chance now. Because I gained this knowledge a couple of months before.
Wow.
To help local businesses. And this was one of the last courses I bought at this time. To help local businesses, if it's a gym, cosmetic studio, car dealer, real estate agent, even a lawyer, tax advisor, you name it. To run campaigns, advertisement campaigns on social media, on Facebook and Instagram, generate them so-called leads. A lead is just a potential new customer or a qualified interest.
So for like a gym, a lead would be somebody who comes in and like does the free trial.
Yeah, a lead is someone who has interest to become a member in this specific gym, you
Got
know?
it.
And yeah, I gained this knowledge, and then I said, okay, this is what I want to do, because I want to help local businesses to generate new customers, to generate new revenue. And then I said, you know, I have now the time. I got fired from my job, and I said, I go all in now, and
Yeah.
you know, go for it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you started to go for it, and you started to experiment with it. Can you talk about your first client that you ended up getting?
Yeah, my first client was really.
You can't record here?
Yeah, you will have to sign a waiver with all of the
All right, so we're back, and as you can see, we kind of switched up the settings because we got kicked out. They didn't want us sharing all the good information on this video. No, but we switched locations, and essentially what we were talking about was, I believe you had lost your job, you had gotten fired in a sense, and you had this opportunity in front of you where you were learning about social media marketing, online, digitally. So let's kind of transition in terms of landing your first client. What was your next move? How did things go from there?
Yes, very good question. What I learned in these courses, I gained knowledge before, was to, decide for only one niche. And I did. My niche was gyms, fitness studios. And I was, I had one friend of mine, he's an owner of a fitness studio, of a gym, and I asked him to, run a campaign for him. And he said, literally, Philip, I already use Facebook and Instagram ads for my gym. So what is the difference? What are you doing better than me? And I said, I invited him for lunch. I asked him questions about his business, about what he's doing with his Facebook ads and so forth. And then I knew, okay, I want to try what I learned in the courses, right? I just want to get my feet wet. And he said, okay, you do it. He gave me literally just the ad budget, what it costs to send out and to
Yeah, he wasn't paying you or anything.
No, he was not. It was a free trial.
Yeah.
I offered him a free trial for 1 week.
Okay.
And I promised him I show him better results that he got in the past with his own, sauce or whatever. And it was my first campaign I built up with all the knowledge I gained from these courses. And I know it as it was yesterday. I showed him 61 leads in only 6 days.
Wow, and how much money were you spending?
Oh, 61 leads for 6 days. I was spending maybe 80, 90 bucks. And I gained him 61
Oh my gosh.
leads, meaning
That could be thousands of dollars worth of clients.
100%. And he said, please stop, because he has, no joke. He said, I don't have the capacity, the resources, the people to, make the process.
He says, please stop.
Please
getting
stop,
me
because
clients.
I cannot fulfill. I'm
Yeah.
overwhelmed. He said, please stop. And I know then, there for a fact that my campaigns are working. And I got the first testimonial. And this is really important to have social proof. And I made a deal with him. I told him, I make you a free trial week, that I prove you that I can give you, potential new customers. And all what I want to have in back is 60 seconds of a video where you go in front of the camera and say, I ran a campaign with Philip Lang, and he shot me 61 leads in just only 6 days.
Got it.
And I got this, and with this testimonial, I talked to many gym owners afterwards and showed them the testimonial. I had social proof, and they said, interesting. Can you do the same for me? And I just made
1 week free trial?
1 week
so
free
no
trial.
risk.
I did not earn money yet.
Wow.
They had no risks. I just wanted to prove that I can help them, gaining new customers. And then I made the second, the third, and when I had 5 testimonials on video from gym owners, I said then, it's not free anymore, bro. I can provide you with new customers, with new revenue, but I have to pay my, I didn't have to pay anything because I just had a software which is
you can pay your bills.
20 bucks. But I said I have software, I have to pay, and I have this and that. So, and then I started to raise money for 1 week around 400 bucks, and because I said to them, you know, in the free trial week, you don't want to stop now after the free trial week, right? Because now your team knows what to do with the leads. You know, we call them afterwards, and you know, you get into the process now better and better. So you don't want to stop, because when I stop the campaign now, the algorithm of Facebook is shutting off, it's shutting down, it's crashing down, and I have difficulties to bring him up again. So I said, go and make 1 week longer, and this 1 week is 400 euros, you know. And then they said yes, of course, because in the first week they normally made their in average 5 new customers in 1 week. And they said, okay, it's working, so lengthen it, or you know, make it a week longer. And then I worked for making a contract for 4 weeks, then for 1 month, and nowadays I just make contracts at least for 3 months, so 12 weeks.
Okay, awesome. So you started to prove the concept. A couple things I want to touch on. You had an opportunity, you educated yourself, you took a course, you took action, so you started trying it out. You were resourceful, you found somebody to try it out with. You offered the free 1 week trial. You niched down only with gym owners. This applies to all different business models, everything that you did.
Yeah.
And then you started to get testimonials. So let's talk about the next couple months. How much money did you start making from this?
Yeah. Since I had the first 5 testimonials and just focused really hard on gyms, I did in the first 33 days 10,000 in profit. 10,000 euro. No joke.
You made $10,000 the first 33 days.
Yes. Because I just offered my services to more and more gym owners.
Wow.
And you know, this is a golden nugget maybe. I just focused and niched down to franchise chains.
Oh.
They are all friends and they're all colleagues, and I just asked them for, you know, can you recommend me to your friend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course, because then I offered him, when you recommend me to a friend and I get revenue out of it, your campaign is discounted.
And that probably made it a lot easier for you to scale, because you had everything was cookie cutter template. You weren't jumping from gym owners to chiropractors to YouTube influencers or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
I just had to copy and paste the campaign. You know, I needed maybe 35 minutes to build up a campaign, and at the end I got 2,000 euro for 4 weeks out of it.
And the crazy thing is, Philip was telling me before the video, what did you scale that to in 4 months? In 4 months, you would scale up to what per month?
Yeah, in the first 33 days I did 10K.
Okay.
In the second month I did over 15K. In the third month I did over 21K. And in the fourth month I did 37,550 euro in just 4 weeks. And it was September 2018.
And this is profit, not sales.
This is profit.
Wow.
Because we don't have any, you know, fixed costs where I was alone. I was doing nearly 40 grand in a month alone.
And how much time were you spending? Like, for people who are watching now and they're looking for ways to make money, we were talking, and we'll still touch on it, like, is this a good opportunity in 2020? But you weren't spending a ton of time. You were charging these guys $1,000, $2,000 a month, right?
Yeah.
And how much time were you spending per month on the businesses?
You know, it depends what you think about it. You know, to build up the campaigns and run the campaigns was not that you know, time consuming. But to build up my business, to get in contact and in front of all these gym owners, I was putting in a lot of work.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody has a feeling, yeah, it's like this, I get 10 grand profit, it's not like that. You know, everybody has to know that to build up a business is really hard work. And since this day, I work at least 12 to 15 hours a day, because I like it, because I know and see in life that I have an impact on my environment, and I have a positive impact. You know, the gym owners, every testimonial I get, if it's a gym owner or now a student, a so-called team member of mine, because we are a team, when I get that testimonial, this is a great day, because this is what I'm here for, you know, help people out to achieve their goals, to run a successful business.
So things always change, Philip, you know that. In business, things are always changing. There's new trends, there's rules, there's differences in the algorithm of Facebook from 2018 to 2020. There's always new opportunities. Things are going sour and things are going through the roof. What's your honest truth about the state or the ability to still make money with starting a social media marketing agency? Are people still having success in 2020? Can the average person do it with only $1,000 in their bank account? Is it possible? What's the good, what's the bad?
Yeah. First I have to say, or answer your question if it's still a good opportunity. Yes, 100%. You know, even in the United States, you're the top notch when it comes to online marketing. And this is the reason why I'm here, because I'm learning here and soaking up the knowledge here and bring it over to the German-speaking countries. But even in the USA, there are so many local businesses not even, you know, advertising on social media. Still, millions out there are, you know, advertising in newspaper or billboards or flyers or whatever. And this is literally, this is a dead horse. And therefore, you have so many agencies here. They're all good, but still there is so much market out there to, you know, help your environment, help your economy, help your local businesses. And in Germany, we are 2 to 3 years behind.
Really?
Yeah. So I have seen, and 3/4 of our local businesses are not even advertising online now. Yes.
You have a huge opportunity in Germany.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this is the reason why I told myself, after I saw the demand of the market, I have to duplicate myself. I have to copy myself to give my knowledge away to my friends that they can build their own business out of it.
And you actually have a couple friends. We're here in Miami, Florida, but one of your coaches and one of your buddies, he's doing what, over $250,000 a month?
Yeah, my coach is doing with his social media marketing agency over $300 a month.
Like sales or profit?
This is sales.
Sales. What do you think his profit is, if you had to guess?
I don't know his structure. He has, of course, he has employees and so forth, but I think, you know, half of it is profit at least.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so many people who are having success with this model, and that's why I want to bring him on the channel. And again, he does have a course, but if you speak German, then maybe you can shout out your course, but most people watching don't speak German. But I wanted to bring you on because just to share, number one, the awareness, to inspire you about the opportunity, to know that this is a way that you could start making money in 2020.
100%, yeah.
And you actually have quite a few students that you have taught. Maybe you could share some of your success stories.
Yeah, as I said, you know, I found out that the market is so, in German-speaking countries, meaning Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, is so in demand of these service or business idea, that I said I have to, you know, copy and duplicate myself. And then what I did, I wanted to prove the concept on other niches, not only gyms. I wanted to prove that I can run campaigns and generate leads for other businesses.
Real estate agents.
Real estate agents. I made it for cosmetic studios, even a drummer coach.
What about dance studios? I'm here learning salsa out
100%.
here. I bet you they would love to have more clients.
Everyone loves to have more clients, right? So,
smash the like button if you want more clients and you want to make more money. I love ads.
Of course, you can, you know, run it for every niche. And then I gained the knowledge to build up the campaigns and run the ads and generate leads for any niche. And then I showed my results to my followers, you know, to my Facebook friends and so forth. And then I said, you know, I give you the knowledge.
This is what's working.
Yeah, this is what's working. And then I built up my course, an online course, in December 2018, and I opened the gates to my coaching program in January 2019. Today is February 2020. So over a year now, 12, 13 months, I coach now friends of mine. And you know, my best students or team members, because we are a team, we help each other out, we support each other, we help each other. They're making over 25 grand a month, you know, with the knowledge I gave them. Because they followed exactly what I taught them, you know, to have a specific niche, do exactly as I say, and some of them quitted their jobs and now have their own business, are able to work from wherever they want to work from, and you know, making 10 grand, 15, 20, 25.
So for the average person watching, unfortunately, I would love to promote your course, but they don't speak German. But I highly recommend that you find a course out there. Find someone who is doing it, who is getting the results, and just model it. Right? Is that the best way for someone to learn how to do Facebook ads? How to?
It's not only.
Or do you not need a course like to get started? Like, can you watch for YouTube videos or what?
Nah. You know, I tried the same at the beginning to figure everything out on YouTube for free, but to be honest, I was dumb. that I did not, you know, I was always holding back my investment. Oh, the next 1,500, next course and so forth. But the earlier you invest in a coach who shows you and teaches you step by step from A to C,
The faster the results come.
the faster the results come. So you can figure it out on your own, but you will, you know, lose so much time. And I recommend get a coach, invest in it, and stick to it. And it's just like everywhere. If you find someone who has already the results and success you want to have, you just pay him money and tell him, you know, you show me, do it exactly as, you know, as he did, follow exactly step by step what he did, and you will have the same results afterwards. I always make the metaphor, or the story, you know, when you want to have spaghetti carbonara on the table and you don't have a clue how to cook spaghetti carbonara, you go to your favorite restaurant, go into the kitchen and tell the cook, the chef, please show me how you make and prepare this spaghetti carbonara. He shows you, he helps you, and finally you will have the spaghetti carbonara on the table, right?
Yeah. Well, hey, brother, hopefully this video touched people in the right place and not only inspired and motivated you, but built awareness around this opportunity. I know a lot of you folks are following my YouTube channel because you're looking for ways to make money. And you've got to realize that there's so many ways to make money, from eBay to Amazon to wholesale to private label to, you know, starting up your own Shopify store, social media marketing. There's so many ways, being a freelancer. You've got to find what is best for you. What are you passionate about? What do you enjoy? How much capital do you have? What's your risk tolerance? So hopefully this video, you know, brought some awareness to the opportunity. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, drop a comment below. Philip said he's going to introduce me to some pretty cool people in Miami that do a lot of social media marketing. So if you guys like this comment, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know, and I'll bring more free content to you that helps you, inspires you, and educates you. So with that being said, appreciate you watching. Peace.